What is up, everybody? My name is Harry Rice, and welcome back to the channel. Today is a brand new Habs preseason post-game review. There's a lot of pre's and posts in here, but believe me, it's worth it. Today, the Montreal Canadiens rebounding after a 4-1 loss to the Maple Leafs 2 nights ago. They come back, and as you can see, the final score is 5-2 for the Montreal Canadiens. Very simplistic setup. I added a burgundy background. If you guys can let me know how you like that, that'd be appreciated. If you like the black, if you want me to do maybe the team who wins, maybe that's the background, I'm all down for that. So like we did for the last preseason game, I think what I'm going to do, by the way, is for preseason, I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to do the video, then once regular season and postseason comes, that's when I will start doing the live streams. In case you guys are new here, I live stream usually after every game, but last game there's technical difficulties. My Wi-Fi wasn't behaving, so I had to do this. So yeah, without further ado, what we're gonna do: get into the score summary, get into my notes, get into the Habs leading goal scores, and then we usually do an outro. So that's how we're gonna do it today. First period, the only goals scored were there was two. Josh Anderson scored on the power play from Christian Dvorak and Jonathan Drouin, and then Christian Dvorak scored a power play goal from Jonathan Drouin and Joel Armia. Sorry, I keep mispronouncing that, and Joel Edmondson. So yeah, Anderson and Dvorak Dvorak and Drouin each had 2 points at the end of the first. It was a very, very promising first period. Michael Pezzetta scored in the second period from Jan Mysak. I love Jan Mysak. Love the kid. I think he's going to be a great second, third liner in the NHL eventually. And Ben Sherratt with the other assist. David Kampf scored a shorthanded goal from Kevin Poulin. We are going to get to that. Believe me, we will. Josh Anderson then scored a power play goal, the second of the night, from Christian Dvorak, and I just realized, oh no, that's actually proper how I had it. And Chris Weidman, Habs Montreal Canadiens signing from this offseason. Ondrej Kase scored for the 4-2 gap there from Morgan Rielly and Travis Dermott. And then Michael Pezzetta, as I just realized, I have to change that, so I'm going to do it live on stream. Michael Pezzetta scored. It was an empty net goal from Christian Dvorak and Josh Anderson. It was a very funny goal. We're gonna get to that in the game summary. So I can't speak English. That was those were the goals that were scored tonight. Of course, like usual, we are going to get into the game summary, and that includes the opening lineups. So this is game number 2 of the Montreal Canadiens against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like I said, they faced last night. They are obviously now 1-1-0 because you guys can tell. I'm pretty sure you're not blind. If you are, how did you even get here? They did win tonight, obviously. The opening lineups for the Montreal Canadiens: Jonathan Drouin, Christian Dvorak, Josh Anderson, Raphael Harvey-Pinard, Jake Evans, Joel Armia, Martel, Jean-Sebastien Dea, and Jesse Leon, Michael Pezzetta, Jan Mysak, and Gabriel Bourque, who I believe we actually acquired in the Joel Armia trade, and we just signed him again. Or I think that was Simon Bourque we acquired, actually. So we had almost all the Raymond Bourques. We had all the Bourques. We had Rene, we had Simon, we now have Gabriel, and we should have had Raymond, because we need all the Bourques in Montreal. Raymond Bourque, come along as an advisor of some sort so we can have all the Bourques. Keaton Gooley and David Savard was David Savard was the first defensive pairing. Matthias Norlinder with Ben Sherratt playing the right wing, surprisingly. And then Schoenerman and Chris Weidman were the third defensive pairing. Jake Allen got the start in net, and Kevin Poulin would back him up. Those of you who are going, wait, Poulin got an assist on Leafs goal? You'll see. Opening lineups for the Maple Leafs were Nick Ritchie, Adam Brooks, and Mitch Marner. Nikita Gusev, David Kampf, and Ondrej Kase. Ilya Mikheyev, I forget the guy's first name, but Semyonov, and Wayne Simmons. Cerny, Dragachinsky. I remembered this guy's first name for the first period, and then it just escaped my mind. I don't know how to say this guy's name as I called him last time. And Joey Anderson. So there was an Anderson on both sides. Unfortunately, they wouldn't be on the same ice. They wouldn't be on the ice at the same time for a while, actually. I don't think they were for that long. Morgan Rielly, Travis Dermott, Carl Delkfist, Justin Hall, Rubens, and Mennel were your defense pairings. When I don't say a guy's first name, it's because I don't know it. So, yeah. Jack Campbell got the start in net. Peter Mrazek would back him up like the regular season. just letting you guys know now, of course, like last preseason game, they switched the goalies halfway through the game. Before the game, actually, I want to point out Cole Caulfield was injured yesterday during training sessions, and they showed it. He was just, I think it was at the start. They were just going around like they do before the game, taking the shots or whatever. And as he turned, he kind of fell awkwardly. So it seemed like it was a groin injury, but they're ruling it as an upper body. So, upper body injury was all that was told, along with its day-to-day. Apparently, they updated it to he'll be out for up to a week. Hot Take Hockey, go check him out. He's a great content creator. Mentioned on a stream earlier today that it probably is just for precautionary reasons, and I think it actually probably could be that. I actually missed the first minute or show of action due to writing the lineups. I actually had to find the lineups online because for some reason the Twitters of Montreal and Toronto don't post the lineups. I hate that for preseason when they don't do that. Norlander set up Sherrod on the right side for a nice clapper, then had a really good shot that was just tipped wide by Anderson. Norlander really was impressing me really early into the game. Wouldn't notice him that much later in the game, but it's only one preseason game. You know, it's a lot of guys did impress me for sure, but it's only one preseason game. If they get another game or two, then yeah, I'm definitely going to hope that they obviously impress me more. Like I'm sure Dvorak and Drouin, Anderson, that's going to be the top line when that group plays. So yeah, because I'm pretty sure each group. Because there's two groups, I'm pretty sure each of them get 3 preseason games each, so we'll see there. We'll see how that turns out. There's no penalty on the Leafs for cross-checking, which is surprising given the NHL is apparently supposed to be cracking down on it. They actually would later on, but it led to a turnover. Mikheyev got it all alone, but Allen made a great stop. Jake Allen was really, really solid tonight. Ended up getting the shutout, actually. He gets the win and the shutout. I was about to say, I don't know if Kevin Poulin counts, but given he allowed 2 goals, I don't think he would get the shutout. But yeah, Dvorak's first 2 shifts on the ice, he wasn't too bad. He got to the dirty spots like advertised. Little did we know what he was going to do tonight. Canadiens and Leafs took it kind of slow afterwards. They were just kind of passing around, just trying to look for plays, not getting too much going on. Power play came up for the Canadiens. I didn't see who or what it was, though. I could have written it down. I forgot to, so my apologies. Canadiens look pretty good. Drouin, I actually kind of like this in his first game with the Montreal Canadiens. Back with the Montreal Canadiens, a risky blue line pass. It was intercepted, but I liked it. It shows that he's really willing to. He's really kind of improved his game in a way. He's willing to make those somewhat smart passes. It just happened that this time it was intercepted. He was actually speedy enough to get back in time to defend. Habs got some nice looks, but no goals, so we were 0 for 1 of the power play tonight. Jean-Sébastien Dée, I forget how they pronounced it, but he looked really good. He had a nice burst of speed. Campbell was able to poke-check the puck away, though. And then the Habs went right back to the power play. Riley got called for cross-checking, and we scored. Josh Anderson just right in front of the net. He's able to get the puck, puts it top shelf, past Jack Campbell, and it's 1-0 Montreal, like I mentioned, from Dvorak and Drouin. Really, really nice goal. Anderson looks like he's in season form already. So if he just gets better from here, I'm going to be extremely happy with what Josh Anderson brings to the table. And even if he stays like this, I will be happy with what he brings as a Montreal Canadien. Loved him last year for the most part. He was really solid. So I'm hoping for much of the same this year. Canadiens kept pressuring. I loved how they were playing defensively to not let the Leafs get too much at this point. Then we went back to the power play. David Kampf high sticks Anderson by accidentally bunking him right in the head. But it was just a standard play where you're in a puck battle and you just move your stick around to try and just get it out of the way, and it ends up bunking Anderson in the head. Thankfully, he looked all right. Anderson did look fine. It was pretty funny though to see that type of high sticking, because it's not seen too often. At least I don't see it that often. And then we score because why not? Christian Dvorak, his first as a Montreal Canadien, even if it's in preseason. Drouin and Armia makes it 2-0. Drouin got the puck all the way over to Armia, or I think Drouin got to Dvorak, who passed it to Armia. No. Drouin, I think from near the blue line, passed it to Armia. Kind of passed it right in front. Christian Dvorak just puts it home. Pretty much just kind of tips it home right in front of the net, pretty much like Brendan Gallagher. 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. Habs still look solid. We were getting good chances, but also good stick work defensively to not let the Leafs get that much within the final minutes. Then Semyonov went to the box. It was a high sticking penalty for him. Habs didn't get too much in the power play, but I thought Misak actually had some decent passes. It looked like he could have had a couple assists tonight. He obviously would end up getting one in the second period, but I thought Misak looked really solid. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets sent back down to juniors, but I think he's AHL age now. Which if he is ready for the AHL, I am absolutely ready to check him out in the AHL. I think Misak's going to be, like I mentioned earlier, I think he's going to be a great AHLer and great NHLer, second, third line. He's going to be really solid. Steal of a second-round pick, in my opinion. Okay, where am I? I got to find where I am at the notes. All right. Drew and Dvorak clicked. They were going to be a great pairing if they're stuck together on the line, which, given how good they played tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if our top two lines are Suzuki, Toffoli, Caulfield, and then Drew and Anderson with Dvorak. Galley could probably take Caulfield's spot while Caulfield's out if he has to miss any regular season games. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if those are our top two lines in the slightest. Those are more than likely going to be what our top six looks like, and I'm going to be very happy if these guys can play anywhere near the level of how they played tonight, and if Suzuki's line can play better than what they played the other night, I think we'll have a pretty good top six for this year. But we were 2 for 4 on the power play. I forget if I mentioned that. Then Michael Pezzetta had a really nice hit. Michael Pezzetta really impressed me tonight. He was laying the body a lot. Obviously, he had the 2 goals. He looked really good. I'm going to be excited to watch him in the AHL and see what he's got coming for the Canadiens. Evans then got 4 minutes for roughing. Basically, Possetta, there was a guy, a Leafs player behind the net. Possetta, almost from the blue line, just kind of eyed him up. Started, getting ready for the hit. Not charging, not what Scheifele did, but just kind of, going for the puck. Passed out. Boom. Nice, clean hockey hit right into the boards. It was a beautiful, beautiful hit. Evans then got 4 minutes for roughing. He got the end of his stick in a player's face. Then ended up boarding Justin Hall, so it was a 4-minute double minor. Looked like it would have been called cross-checking, but then they showed he shoved Justin Hall into the boards. Thankfully, Justin Hall was okay, and I believe the player that he roughed by getting a stick in the face, I believe he's okay as well, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, 5 seconds left in the period, and yeah, Nick Ritchie, in my opinion, should have gotten an instigator. He dropped the gloves with Ben Sherratt. Sherratt was kind of forced to fight because Ritchie started pounding away at him, so Sherratt had to beat the shit out of Nick Ritchie for it, and you know what? Good on him. Good on him for sticking up for himself. I might not like the guy, but hey, if he's got to fight, fuck it, let him fight. End of the first period, shots were 12-9 Maple Leafs, but the Habs led the game 2-0. Habs on the PK looked good. Loved Goulie's play. He was blocking shots, getting good clears. Really like this kid. He's going to be something for the Habs, and I love his defensive style. I think he's probably going to be a really good, consistent penalty killer for the Montreal Canadiens. Maybe roughly 40 or so points a year, I think. Maybe 50, maybe. I think 60 could be a career high, but I think a consistent 40-goal scorer. Somewhat of a Deneau, but obviously not as good as Philip Deneau defensively, but still pretty solid, I think. Weidman stopped a good Marner wraparound chance. Weidman looks like he could definitely make it into the Habs' top 6. I like Weidman. I think it's probably going to be him, Kulak, and maybe Sherratt. I think those 3 are going to be splitting games. I'd like to see Norlinder get into our top 6 defense, but I just don't know if he will. I thought he looked good enough tonight that he probably could warrant that over Sherratt maybe. But given how Sherratt did play with an assist, a fight, and some actually decent play, the good shot that I mentioned in the first period with the setup from Norlinder, I do think Sherratt wasn't terrible tonight. He was all right. But yeah, I could see him getting in, but I could see Weidman getting in if you want pure defense, gonna get you a few points like he did tonight. Get you some points here and there. Not super duper physical, but like I said, if you want more physical or more defensive, I'd probably go Weidman. But I thought he was pretty solid tonight. Allen made some solid saves as Montreal managed to kill off both power plays, so we were 2 for 2 on the PK. I considered it 2 for 2. I think the NHL app considered it 1 for 1, but I'm considering it 2 for 2 because it was 2 separate penalties that were just called as 1. Dvorak actually had a good opportunity early in the PK. Jordan had some nice clears as well. I think his unit was on the bench for nearly 2.5 minutes, I believe it said. Sherratt nearly shot the puck in his own net. I put, this is why he won't be re-signed, and I'm hoping he isn't. Habs had some good face-off wins. Savard faked a shot, and it led to a turnover moments later after he ended up passing it. Leafs got some nice chances. Mikheyev, in my opinion especially, has looked really solid tonight. Marner just wasn't doing much, and I understand he's always one of those superstars. He knows his spot is guaranteed on the team, but still, like, he's just does not look good. And then we scored. Michael Pezzetta against his hometown team from Jan Misek, who shot the puck. Possetta just gets a little tip on it. Sherratt with the other assist just inside the net. He literally got the tip, and it's like the post is here. I can't even tell if... Okay, you guys can see. So the post is here. The puck like, hit the post and just right in. So it was a really solid opportunity. Michael Pezzetta, good to see him scoring against his hometown team. And it wouldn't be his only goal, as you guys can very clearly see on the side. It's not the only goal he scored tonight. And then that was our goalie changes. Allen's out, Poulin's in for the Habs, Campbell's out, Mrazek's in for the Maple Leafs. And then the Leafs score. 10 seconds in. It's 10 seconds into Poulin's shift. It's Nick Ritchie. But obviously it's challenged, and it's actually ruled offside. It was challenged for offside by Ducharme. Very smart move by him. Even though it is preseason, I thought it was a bit weird to challenge it. But, I mean, if he's trying to get his vision up to snuff, like, okay, we absolutely want to challenge this for offside, whatever, then, yeah, I guess it's fine. I thought, okay, it's preseason, whatever, just let it go. Game would have ended 5-3, and Poulin would have gotten the win, which would have been hilarious. But, yeah. It's ruled offside. Time is reset. And then the Leafs, 5 seconds later, get a face-off violation penalty against Kirill Semyonov. So he had 2 penalties tonight. Wasn't great tonight. And then the Leafs score. 8 seconds into the PK, the puck makes its way down to Kevin Poulin, and he grabs it. I think it was Dvorak that was right behind him. Goes to pass it, and David Kampf just gets his stick on it, and it's in the back of the net. The app shows 2 Leafs players setting that up, but given Poulin was playing the puck, I don't think that should be Hall, and I forget who it was. I think it was Hall and Dermott that got assists on that. I think it should just be Kevin Poulin. So yeah, it's a shorty for the 3-1 lead now. Then Norlinder was high sticked and Jerome was taken down. Neither drew penalties, surprisingly. I was kind of surprised by that. I would have expected the referees to kind of make an example out of preseason games, be like, hey, we're calling this now. Just imagine what we're gonna call in the preseason and in the regular season, But they let some stuff go. They actually were very consistent with the cross-checking penalty calls, in my opinion. I will give them props for that. And then we scored. Anderson on the power play, his second of the night from Dvorak and Weidman. 4-1 Canadiens lead, and we were 3 for 5 on the power play tonight. I think that was our last power play chance. It was really solid. Then Habs went to the PK. Armia was called for tripping. Habs looked solid. They actually got a shorthanded opportunity, but we were able to kill off the PK as a whole. So we were 3 for 3 on the night. Weidman looked good. I'm impressed with this guy. He's made some really good defensive plays. Some of our young guys were working really well as well. I thought Jan Misek was good. Caden Gooley, as I mentioned, was really solid. Norlinder had a good first period. And, of course, new acquisitions. Christian Dvorak was pretty solid. I thought Chris Weidman, like I said, had a great game, as I just mentioned. Leafs were really working on the Canadiens, trying to get anything past Poulin. They know he's an ECHL goalie, staying in our zone. They stayed in their zone for about a solid minute, and it would lead to a goal. The Leafs scored with 1:03 left in the second. It was 4-2. Kase gets the goal from Riley and Dermott, as I put there. It's a cross-crease goal. Riley just got it to Kase. It's really kind of a whatever goal. I look back at it, and yeah, Poulin, first NHL game in, I think it was like two and a half years, something like that. Yeah, I can't really expect him to, make that type of save. End of the second period, shots were 23-17 Maple Leafs. Habs led it 4-2 after 40 minutes of play. Leafs looked great early in the period. Poulin admittedly made some solid saves. He was really damn good, actually, after allowing the Kase goal, or after allowing the Kampf goal. He was pretty damn good when he had to make saves. Leafs player was taken down but got right back up for a solid chance. Poulin, another good save. And then goddamn Poulin made 2 great saves. He made an initial shot, and off the rebound was able to get to the post to stop a shot, kind of up high near the shoulder. Really good. And then Jan Misek had a really nice toe drag almost was able to get a goal. He was looking solid. Mrazek was able to make the save. I'm really, really happy with Jan Misick. I was so happy that we were able to actually grab him, and I was really happy he was our second-round steal from last year. Tuck Misak are going to be great players for the NHL. I think Luke Tuck's going to be a good third, fourth line guy, probably a fourth liner, if anything. He's related to Alex Tuck, so it's going to be good having an NHLer's brother in the league. Maybe we trade for Alex. Marner had a nice sprawl to get the puck for a good Leafs chance. Maple Leafs were pushing for a goal. Habs had some decent opportunities. Poulin was actually then out of position for a couple times, but Leafs were not able to get shots. When he was able to very quickly get back into position when he did come out. Leafs were pressuring, but Habs had good sticks and good forecheck to not let the Leafs get too many shots. They were still getting shots, but not many. And then Michael Pezzetta stopped on a breakaway by Mrazek for his second of the night, what would have been his second of the night. And then, holy shit, Anderson was robbed of the hat trick. Both guys went glove side. Yeah, Mrazek was really good at this stage in the game. He only allowed one goal. Campbell looked shaky. Mrazek and Poulin were really damn good. Allen, 3 out of the 4 goalies that played tonight were really damn good. Like I said, Campbell was shaky. The other 3 were really solid. Of course, like I said, Campbell with the shutout. Mrazek only allowing the 1 goal, and Poulin technically only allowing 1 goal, but allowing both goals. He was actually still pretty good, in my opinion. Leafs pulled Mrazek with just over 3 minutes to go in the game. They were really pushing for the final 2 goals of the game. Possetta robbed Anderson of the hat trick. Then it was hilarious. Anderson was looking for the shot. They were looking to get Anderson the puck. Actually, they had a different line on when the net was pulled at first, and I think one of them shot it, but they missed it. So they immediately got Anderson on. Like, they just switched the right wingers to get Anderson on, I'm pretty sure. And then they got the whole line out there. Obviously, it was after an icing call. And then Anderson had the puck, but there was like 2 Leafs in front of him, so he shot it over to Drouin, who was trying to look for him back. So he thought, okay, send it back to Possetta, who just from his own blue line just snipes it. Doesn't even let Anderson get open for the empty net. Anderson actually tried to tip it. When Possetta shot it, Anderson tried to get a tip on it, but he couldn't. And so Michael Pezzetta being a dick, and I love it. I love Anderson, but fuck, that was funny. Michael Pezzetta with his second of the night. Love the dude already, and so that would be your final score. Habs win their second preseason game. To go, like I said, 1-1-0 in preseason thus far. 5-2 victory over the Maple Leafs. Final shots, though, were 37-21 for the Maple Leafs. And that is, that's our game recap. So now we just got to get into the player stats, and then we'll do a very, very quick outro because we're already going for 22 minutes. Christian Dvorak leads the Montreal Canadiens with 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. Josh Anderson leads the Canadiens tied in goals, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Michael Pezzetta leads the Canadiens in goals, tied with 2 goals, 0 assists for 2 points. Drouin with 2 assists. Tyler Toffoli, 1 goal. Nick Suzuki, Alexander Romanov, Yoel Armia, Jan Misick, Ben Sherratt, Chris Weidman with 1 assist. And because I forgot to do the counter last time, Ben Sherratt has 1 fight, and Brendan Babduk has 0 fights, but 0 points, but 1 fight. So that is going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, sharing, lose, but it's not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything else. My name is Harry Rice. Go on Puff Club. Subscribe to the HT Club. Subscribe on the Subbub. If you're a member of the Mon Squad, thank you for moderating any comments on any streams and or any videos that I do. It is greatly appreciated. Links in the description. Check them out. Check out the links, the PayPal. We have the computer fund going to help me get a new computer. It'll help me create more content for you guys. The Letterbox, I rate and review movies on there. I most of the time just rate them. Speedrunning, I want to start doing that more often. I got to get more gaming videos done for the channel. We got some other surprise links down there. Check them out. We got links in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice. I love you all so much. Thank you guys for watching again. I hope to see you guys in the future. If you're new here, sub, hit the notification bell, or join the Discord link in the description if you don't trust YouTube's notification system, which I don't think any of us should, because it does not notify you of anything. So yeah, please join the Discord because I'll ping every time I go live and post a video every single time. But yeah, that's beside the point. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. Go Habs, go Wavy. I forget part of my outro because I rushed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Stay classy, boys. Love you all. Peace.